First of all, my heart goes out to you and your family, and I am so sorry for your loss. I know that there are no words that I could say that can take away the pain and the sting and the grief of losing someone that you care about so deeply. The confusion, the anger, the depression, and all the other things and emotion that go along with the grief process are completely important to let yourself feel through this difficult time. But having said that, it is important to know that as you're human, you being a human, is going through this difficult experience, there is still the part that is connected, part of you that is connected deeply to this person who you lost, this family member that you lost. And it can be helpful to remember that our souls and energy are intrinsically connected. Whether we are here in the 3D earth realm or we are tuning into them on the soul, spirit realm, astral realm. And you might want to start to observe those things that make you feel connected to this person, even through the pain that you're experiencing. If you suddenly see number sequences or flashes of light, or you feel their presence near, pay attention to that and allow it to give you comfort, even as you're grieving. And so, there are all kinds of things that we can do to help ourselves heal through the healing process of grief. And the most important thing to remember is that, grief is indeed a process. And when we lose someone that we care about, it doesn't actually ever completely end. Grief comes in waves, grief comes in cycles. And the loss of someone that we care about or something that we care about, there can be waves that come through with that. And, the 5-step process of grief where we land with acceptance doesn't mean that it just suddenly ends there and all of a sudden we're free and clear from it. We can come to a space of peace and acceptance, but that doesn't mean that there isn't a part of us in our hearts that will miss this person. Of course we will. And that will wish that they were still here with us in the same way that they were. And not only that it was suicide, that we wish that there was something more that we could have done to help them through their pain and to help them to understand how deeply loved and cared for that they are, and that leaving this world, even through our most challenging times, isn't what we want for them. And that is just the truth, is that we don't want that for them. We didn't want that for them. But one of the most healing things that we can do for ourselves is to try to have comfort in the space that their soul is at peace. And we can do everything that we can to make sure that their soul is at peace when they couldn't be at peace here while they were here in their lives, and to do things to remember them, the good times that we had, and to remember and memorialize those things and the happy times, to anchor in that positivity while simultaneously letting ourselves grieve. And so to more directly answer your question about how to navigate your own spiritual evolution as you are grieving and mourning the loss of someone that you care about deeply, is to remember that there is no separation on our spiritual journey. That when things like this happen in our life, that is indeed a part of our spiritual evolution and our own enlightenment, to remember that this is indeed one of the parts of life that we wish that wasn't, but it is. And so even through accepting that and accepting ourselves through the pain that we are feeling, we're not off our path, and you're not off your path just because you're experiencing pain or grief or sadness and you are in deep resistance even to what has actually happened, and that this person, this family member that you care about deeply is no longer with you in the same way. And to remember, though, that that is indeed a part of your spiritual evolution and growth. So to hold space for yourself through that nothing has been paused, nothing has been lost, but to remember to lean into your love that you have for yourself, and the gentleness that you can give to yourself, and trust that that will be felt even through the spirit realm and to your family member's soul, and that by giving yourself the care and the love through this difficult time, that is indeed supporting yourself in the best way possible, and your soul, and supporting this person who you care about, and their spirit's journey as well. And sometimes what it looked like, enlightenment for our soul's path, when we're doing things consistently, like meditating or journaling or reflecting or just feeling really connected to ourselves and to spirit. In order to feel that, we also need to remember that the contrast of life provides opportunities for us to grow and be on our soul's evolution. And so when we're in that, it's so important, my dear, to remember to be gentle and compassionate with yourself, and to take care of yourself, even in the most basic of ways. And that really is what your body, mind, and spirit call for in those times of grief. And then when you do have those moments of tranquility, serenity, acceptance, and forgiveness, is to just allow those to come through as they do, and to not necessarily seek them out, but to remember that your path, your way forward, is by just showing up for yourself in these small ways, even through the pain. So I hope that is helpful for you. I am sending you so much love and light, and I'm here for you in whatever way you need.